depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to talk about some stuff which has gone and cheekily appeared over on some Japanese sites. There are a couple of things which have gone and appeared, one of which is special card set Mega Gallade EX, which is something we absolutely did not know about. And I find this very interesting indeed. Now, we've seen listings over on Play Asia, and we've known this a while now, right? Play Asia is generally very reliable. I have covered listings on Play Asia many times in the past, and I don't remember, and if you do, please let me know in the comment section. I don't remember a time when I covered a listing over on Play Asia and it turned out to not be true. Play Asia is a site I've used a little bit in the past. It's not one of my main places for ordering Japanese goods. It's generally better if you're not ordering actually from Japan, whereas if you use Japanese websites with proxy addresses, etc., it does tend to be cheaper. But anyway, Play Asia, decent website, have used in the past. They tend to be very reliable, so I'm seeing this as essentially confirmed. My inkling is that Play Asia doesn't actually put anything up on their website until they've been given actual news from Pokemon or from distributors, and then it goes up there and we're good. So we're going to be getting a special card set, Mega Gallade, and it is apparently launching on January the 23rd of next year. So, of course, what we do in this situation is we go and have a look at when Pokemon have used the phrase in Japan, special card set before, and I'm not sure if we've had special card set, but for instance, we did get one of my favourite products that Japan's done for a while now, is the V-Star special set, which came around a while back now in 2022. Now, this was the one where essentially what you would get is one of 3 pairs of cards. So you had Rotom V and V-Star, Zamazenta V and V-Star, and Zacian V and V-Star. I actually bought 4 of these, desperately hoping to get all 3 of them because I collect Japanese promos. And this was back when you could just casually pre-order stuff like this and it wasn't scalped massively. I assume nowadays it's going to be much more difficult. But back in 2022, I picked up 4 of these, desperately hoping that that would get me all 3 sets. So I had all the promos and life was good. And you can go and check the video on this channel. I opened 3 of them, got all 3 different sets, and then gave up. Stopped opening. Why would I continue opening when I already had all of them? So I actually got one of these sealed, just kind of sitting around in my studio because I don't really know what to do with it. That's fun. I like this. Great product. Huge fan. And that's the last time I can remember. Shout out to the lovely Primal Lugia as well for helping out with this. That's the last time I can remember wording like this used on a product. The thing is, I'm not sure that necessarily works. Because that gave you one of 3 sets of, 2 cards. And this is just Mega Gallade. So I'm not 100% sure how well this is actually going to work as a kind of a crossover. Could it be Mega Gallade and then there's others as well? Could it be a similar kind of product where you get a bunch of packs and just Mega Gallade? I don't really know. Because we've had products like this in the past, as in this exact same, like the V-Star special set I showed you. The thing is, they were always, you get a bunch of packs, and then you get your random promo going along with it. So a little while before that, you did actually have the VMAX special set, EV Heroes, where you got one of 4 random EV Maxes, Flareon, Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Espeon. And funnily enough, these were actually exclusive, so if you wanted a regular print of the V-Star, you actually had to get it from here, which is a bit weird, but hey-ho, that's where we were. But what they both have in common is that you had to get one of a selection of cards, or 2 of a selection of cards. And I'm not sure how well that matches with It's Mega Gallade. So I don't know is the honest answer. We'll have to figure that one out a little bit later. But either way, that is the best I can give you right now as a comparison based on the wording. I don't know if it's going to be exactly like this. I don't know if it's going to be like this with a bunch of packs, but a little bit different because you always get the same promo card. There are a bunch of questions that we have. So what about Mega Gallade then? What's Mega Gallade likely to do? How excited are we? Of course, it's worth pointing out that obviously we did get Mega Gallade before. We had Mega Pokemon last time around, when Megas first came around. We got a bunch of Mega Pokemon in the TCG, and we absolutely did get a Mega Gallade previously. It was fine. It wasn't particularly great, but I don't think it was absolutely horrible. We had 2 Psychic, 1 Colorless Energy, 110 plus 30 to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon that had any damage counters on it. So it was really good. If you could spread a little bit of damage around, then Mega Gallade would be quite nice for coming in and doing just very big damage. Of course, back then, remember, the way Megas worked was that you had to have your Spirit Link. And if you didn't have your Spirit Link attached, then your turn ended when you Mega Evolved, which is still better than it was before that, because before that, there weren't Spirit Links, and you just had to end your turn when you evolved, and that was terrible. So Gallade was fine. It wasn't a particularly big powerhouse, but that's what we had last time round. It's also worth pointing out that we have Mega Gardevoir. And obviously Gallade and Gardevoir come off the same evolution line here. So if we have a really nice Mega Gallade, we already know Mega Gardevoir is pretty cool. So in theory, we can kind of mash them together and get this really nice deck with a variety of Megas and play along with that way. So that's my big hope for Mega Gallade. Doesn't even have to be a Psychic type. I mean, Gardevoir accelerating Psychic Energy really helps. But also, do you really want to get a Stage 2 Mega out just to accelerate energy as its first attack? I'm not sure you do! But either way, we have Mega Gardevoir. We've got Gallade on the same evolution line. So, I'm cautiously optimistic about this one. Could be pretty gosh darn nice. Now, the other thing we've been shown here is a listing for Pokemon Card Game Mega Expansion Pack Volume 3. Oh, cool. Pre-orders, for what it's worth, have already sold out on this one. It did not take people very long to finish it off, which kind of makes sense. Every booster box now just sells out instantly. And here, we don't have a huge amount of information, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. We have a release date of the 23rd of January, which is nice. And that's about it. Obviously, it's not going to be called Mega Expansion Pack Volume 3, that would be a little bit weird. But Volume 1 is your Mega Symphonia and Mega Brave over in Japan. And then Volume 2 is your Inferno X, which has just been released and had Charizard and all of that. Of course, we know before then we've got Mega Dreams coming out, and we don't have a huge amount, unfortunately, of information about Mega Dreams, but it's going to be a high-class pack. This year's Terrestrial Festival or this year's Shiny Treasures EX, for instance. It's going to be kind of like that. We did see at Worlds, we were shown some of those rather lovely, ridiculous alternate arts, which are going to be included as fancy versions of cards in that set. And over in Japan, for some reason over here, when they show cards like this, they take the set number off. But in Japan, they don't. So we actually know that it is essentially M2A, Mega 2A, as in the one after Inferno X, but not a main set. So, yeah, that's kind of awesome, honestly. We kind of got it confirmed that it's going to be in a special set and all of that. So we know that's coming. That's rather lovely. They're going to be fancy cards, and they're going to be awesome. And that's going to be Mega Dreams. This new one, we don't even have a name. If we had a name, I could sit here and speculate about exactly what the name means. We don't. So what I can tell you is there is a special set with Mega Gallade coming. We have another set coming out on January the 23rd, which is going to be a new set. And I've shared with you what we know and a bunch of speculation. And now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think is going on. Tell me what you hope is going on. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Get us! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Smash Cafe, who've been supportive of us for a little while and seem to be absolutely lovely. So shout-out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.